many parts of the country, and it certainly looks like it's a very nice day in Addo in the Eastern Cape, where Leanne is been broadcasting all morning and bringing us great pictures. Let's cross to her now and find out what's happening. Well, there she is, Leanne, in the middle of Addo National Park. Let's cross to Leanne now. Leanne.
Peter, hi, thank you so very, very much. And back live at the Addo Elephant Park here this morning. And it's been a spectacular morning. I still can't decide if it's hot or it's cold. It's cloudy, so it's a little bit cool. But when that sun comes out, it's beautiful. I can't tell you I've seen any wildlife as yet. That's the unfortunate part. Like I said earlier, all I have seen are some Egyptian geese. That's it. That's all I can tell you that I've seen this morning. But I'm hoping that as I spend the day here, I'll be able to see a lot more and report back to you on what it is that you'll be able to see when you do come here, because the tourism into Addo is a massive, massive number, and a lot of people come here in the Eastern Cape to enjoy the wonders and the spectacular scenery that you will find here. I mean, what we're showing you is just one side. On the other side, you have got dunes that just go on for kilometers and apparently absolutely beautiful, and that's something I look forward to seeing. But this is what I'm going to be seeing today, so we put an insert together just to show you what the tourism side is like here at Addo. Enjoy.
The biggest attraction of Addo Elephant National Park is, of course, the elephants. When the original elephant section of the park was proclaimed in 1931, only 11 elephants remained in the area. Today, Addo has over 600 elephants and draws thousands of tourists to the park. The popular main rest camp of the park offers a wide variety of accommodation units to suit all tastes. They are situated within easy walking distance of each other and are facilities such as the swimming pool, restaurant and shop. There are plenty of activities to keep visitors busy. The horse riding trails are especially popular.
We have these three horses here, Shamwaru and Jessie and Bernard, and they have different behaviors. It's like Shamwaru, when you're trying to get onto her, it's not easy to get onto her, but when you start to talk to her and we tell the person, okay, you must use this to get onto this horse, so it will be easy for that person to get on. And Jessie is a very fast horse. She's very active. She responds on anything that you do to her. Bernard is a horse when you get onto him, but sometimes when you start to trot on the ride, sometimes he stops, and then it's something that you must expect from him.
These rides on horseback through the open veld gives you a completely different perspective of your surroundings. You can smell the fynbos, feel the breeze and sun on your face, be one with the animals without disturbing them, and learn more about the fauna and flora around you. If horse riding is not for you, there are other ways of exploring the park while supporting a new local job creation initiative.
We had a workshop, and one of the outcomes of the workshop was that we need guides, community guides, people with matric that comes from these communities. And then SABC said they will sponsor the training there of them. So they went for training. We took 10. Of the 10, 8 passed, and then we were left with 8. And we said they can operate from the park without any charge. It is working well, but the problem that we're facing now, as of now, we need to train more. I think we need to have a pool of that caliber of people, so that whenever a tourist wants an open guide, he can access one.
If you want to spend a lazy day at camp instead of driving around, the bird hides will never disappoint. Just remember to bring your binoculars, and you will be amazed by what you will see. Linky Bierman, Morning Live, Addo Elephant National Park.
Oh, that looks absolutely fantastic. What a way to spend a day. That's beautiful. All right, looking forward to it, I must say. That's just whet my appetite even a little bit more. John is now with us. You may have seen John in one of the previous inserts where we were focusing in on the elephants and looking at the elephant population and the conservation really thereof of the wildlife that you find here. I've said it before, it's a Big 5 park, but let's extend it from Big 5 to the Big 7. We're going to put the sharks and whales in and amongst the Big Big Five as well. So let's talk to John Ardendorf. He, of course, is the conservation manager here at Addo Elephant Park. So good to have you on the program. Welcome.
Morning, thank you.
It's an absolute pleasure. I was saying that, I mean, for goodness sakes, do I come all this way to see Egyptian geese? I can see those in Johannesburg. You got to promise me that there's a lot more than just that here.
Yeah, you'll see a lot more today, and it's the most incredible place. You know, the diversity is so diverse. Most probably the most diverse park in the world. And I'm sure as the day gets hotter, you're going to see a lot more. Our elephants are something to behold. You see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, we've got the big seven, so it's very unique. I don't believe anywhere else in the world you'll see something like that. So it's a very, very special place, and the game viewing will improve as the day progresses.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, it is something that people, I imagine, come from all over the world to be able to see something as spectacular as this. Let's first start off and talk about the elephant population here. I mean, you and I were chatting a little bit briefly off air of how special elephants really are.
Yeah, look, and these elephants are really special as well. They were persecuted to virtual extinction. So today we sit with over 600 elephants and started off with 11, of which only 7 could breed. Those animals in the early days, up until the 80s, didn't allow humans near them. There were a lot of incidents and they were quite dangerous. But since then they've habituated to tourism and vehicles, and you get some of the best sightings anywhere in the world in Addo. Our population is really strong and it's thriving. And it's a challenge for us how we manage them into the future. But we've got plans, and hopefully we'll see this park go from strength to strength with our elephant population.
Yeah, I mean, it's a park with a long history. I mean, we're talking about a park that's been around since the 1930s that just keeps on growing, and the area, I know, is even expected to expand more with the marine side. I mean, talk to us about that.
Yeah, there's a marine component that's coming on board, and you must probably see some really nice sights tomorrow morning. But the park as it stands at the moment is 178,000 hectares in size. That's the terrestrial component. At the moment we've got an MPA, a marine protected area as well, around Bird Island. But that MPA is also, we foresee it's going to increase in time. Hopefully next year or two it'll get proclaimed another 200,000 hectares. So again, you've got the ocean, you've got the dune fields, and you've got the terrestrial component.
Listen, I've just heard that there's some buffalo around here. I'm hearing oh, it's overlay, and I got excited. When you hear the director saying, listen, just go to where the buffaloes are. I'm like, yay, we've got buffaloes coming in. But when we talk about sort of the animals, and obviously it's a big population with such a huge area, you know, is it your lion population? I heard you speaking a bit earlier. The female just had a baby, and she's up in the mountains somewhere. But how many lions have we got here?
We've got a total of 21 lions, but unfortunately the lions you've got to manage very closely because they have a big impact on your prey base. So we try and mimic processes and try and keep it as natural as possible. So we mimic coalition takeovers. We also mimic infanticide, where cubs get taken out by making use of contraception on the lions. But we've very much got to our carrying capacity now. We don't like talking carrying capacity, but we've got to a number that we're quite happy with. They're keeping the natural system in sync. So we'll stick to about 21 or 25 lions in total.
Just finally, we're about to wrap and go to sports news now, but the rhino population, and I mean, looking after them, I believe that you've got quite a, I don't want to talk numbers at all, but I know that there's a lot of protection happening here. As of now, no incidents of poaching, and is it, would you put it down to the fact that you are conserving them and protecting them the best you can?
Yeah, we're very proactive, and we've learned from the Kruger experience and what to do, and we get a lot of training in the Kruger National Park as well. We'd like to believe our rangers are proactive and we're out there all the time, but you know, you can see the vegetation around us very thick, and I think that's a blessing in disguise. Yeah. But I think on top of it, we've got aircraft, we've got very well-equipped Ranger Corps, and the training that we do is quite exceptional as well. So I'd like to believe we're going to curb the problem, hopefully.
John, thank you so much for talking to us, and I look forward to seeing, as you say, hopefully a lot more as the day progresses and gets a bit warmer. Thanks for being with us here on the program.
Pleasure. I hope you get to see those animals.
Yeah, me too, absolutely. John Ardendorf is a conservation manager here at Addo Elephant Park. Well, it's time now to get you some sport.